Well, that was quick. Well, here we are. I'm going to head over to YouTube real quick and see what I can do about getting there so I can see things the way you guys see things. I think that's just the best thing to do. I meant to be on at 5 o'clock. I'm sorry I'm a little late. Uh, it was YouTube. It made me restart my computer because it kept saying the microphone was not found. And then I got on, it kept saying the camera's in use. So I spent 45 minutes arguing with it about the camera. I am so going to be saving up for a new computer. That is my next big thing. We'll discuss what I've done with the scavenger money, since there is no scavenger, and if Els plans another trip, I'm not going. I will not be going on any scavengers for probably about 6 months, unless they're day trips or about town. One, I don't want to, 3 people in that car on a scavenger is too much. Because once you get the stuff in, once you've already started the scavenger and even with the room on top from the way she does things, it's just not enough room. 3 adults plus their, baggage and stuff for the trip is too many people for the size of that car. And I think she prefers that Sandy go anyway. So that will work out just fine. It's the bummer of not being able to search elsewhere for goodies for my shop. But that means that I'll have to be more creative in where I find things. So that will be okay too. Creativity in finding scavenger goodies or thrift goodies. I'll have to stop calling them scavenger goodies since I won't be getting mine that way. I am just checking up on my email to make sure I didn't miss anything. If you guys will bear with me real quick, I'm just filing away some things so I can answer them after the live. I'm doing the best I can. So just bear with me here briefly. Okay, here we go. Are we loaded up? We're loaded up. Click on the thing, and I believe I was watching a video about 2 hours ago, so I probably do need to mute. Yes, it's a vam sloth. It's a vampire sloth. Ah! Hey, Kristen, how are you? And Rebecca's in the house. Look at Krabby's in the house. I know there are a bunch of other live sales going on. Well, there's live sales and then there are lives. So I know that we probably won't get very many people tonight. And I won't be on that long because honestly, I have just a how do I want to put it? A mega buttload of stuff to do. I started on this process. I had to pull all my stuff out of the spare room. I had Els had let me. So I got to turn this off, but I don't know if you guys can see here. Let me shut this off briefly. There's a little blue light inside here that Els stuck in it. So it's supposed to have a candle in it. It's a scavenger thing. Els brought it back as a gift. But I wanted to show that off. Isn't he cute? He'll go on my little shelf of creepiness. Now let me turn him off so we're not wasting the battery. She got this little battery pack powered lights while she was on, because she got like 5 or 6 of them. But I got one, so I don't want to waste the battery on it. Just let it sit around in the middle of the daytime. It's cute. So there's that. Then there's my vampire sloth. He was a giftie. Isn't he cute? I think he came from one of the dollar stores while they were on scavenger, because different ones have different stuff. But he's my new favorite thing for right now. And then she got me this. This is from the dollar store. And it's, they didn't do a very good job because it's the dollar store. But I love the palmistry hand. So I think I'm going to get some of that silver wax I'm going to get myself a pot of it, that kind of waxy, I can't remember what it's called, but you guys know what I'm talking about, to fill in all the spaces where, because I think it'll look cool. So I'm going to put that on my desk. Isn't that cool? And this is another thing I got. I got this little stencil. It was 50 cents at a shop. So I thought we might test it out in a little bit here. So I didn't get to put my goodies or my, the stuff in the title because I was arguing with YouTube about whether or not my camera was in use. So she got me some little cute stickers. She ordered a sticker pack. These are not Scaventure. She ordered some kind of sticker collection. So I'm going to divide this up into about 4 packs. It's all Stranger Things, which I liked the first season, but I've never watched another season, so I'm not terribly into it. But I thought I would do a small giveaway. So if you're watching this later and you like Stranger Things, shoot me an email or a message. I'm going to divide it up into 4 packs. So the first 4 people that contact me, and my email is in the box below, the description box, I will shoot a pack to you as a happy mail. Yeah, that's a good plan. I didn't ask you to buy anything, so I don't know why you're telling me that. I'm really only buying in things I need for the business and things I don't already, replacements. Same thing, glue, Mod Podge. But for the dyeing business, oh, that's cute. That's like the ET thing. So I'm just showing off. So if you're a Stranger Things fan and you'd like to get a little sticker happy mail, shoot me a message on Facebook or send me an email. So that's why we're going through them, so somebody can see, I'll do them round robin style so that there's a variety of things. There we go. So that's the whole pack. I like getting it. I like doing used things because I feel like I'm giving something a new life, It's not going into a landfill. It's not getting pulp. It's a book. So yeah, if you're interested in Stranger Things, that's it. So, and then she got me a little thank you stickers. She just said she thought they were me. And we've got our little weird things here. Banana and some penguins. Oh, and an alien. There's a little alien head. So I thought we would put them on unused pages in my personal journal towards the end of this. All right, another little tchotchke thing. She got me a Frankenbear. Well, that's good. That is good to hear. So, you know what he reminds me of? The cop bear. Like the face is very similar. The cop bear from Hoodwinked. Or that bear that was in the Gonzo movie, the Muppet movie that had Gonzo, where the aliens came to get him. Either one. I like both characters, so now I have a Frankenbear because I love Frankenstein. I got a big Frankie wall hanging. Well, we don't want you to hit your head. That would be bad. All right, so other things that I got. She got me this pack of spiders and skulls, glitter confetti. It was only 50 cents. So that's a thing that I got. And then googly eyes. And I got there's another big pack of googly eyes. And googly eye stickers. We're not having any shortage of googly eyes coming up. I'm going to get a little jar full of googly eyes because it's going to make me happy. I need just a little jar, you know. I don't need a big ass jar. I just need a little, like a medium sized jar. So let's put those up there. Okay. Next up, I got this big ass pile of Game Informer magazines. She said she found these in Arizona on their little side trip that they did. So there are 18 of them. I know because I was adding up to reimburse. So 19. There are 19 of those. See, I made my little list. I owe her a little bit of money out of my next sale. So I was going around getting the prices off all the things. So I think we're going to find some good stuff in here for our creepy collaging. Definitely some good stuff for my Aries collage that I want to do. Ooh, Beware the Witch. Nice. So I think we're going to find some good stuff. We'll just look at the titles real quick. And I'm just going to flip through a few of them and see what kind of pictures, you know. Because I had them in a pile and I haven't had a chance to look at them. Because all I've been doing this week, and this is why I haven't been live, I'm not depressed. Oh, it's like the South Park. That's kind of cool, actually. South Park thing. Is I had spread out in that side room, and I was slowly ironing and bagging up stuff for the shop. And then Elsa's friend came, and that's her room now. So I pulled all my stuff out of there while they were on their little trip. And so I piled it on my bed, and it filled the bed. So, ooh, that's cool. Immortals, Phoenix Rising. So I don't have anywhere to put that stuff. And that's why I was using the spare room. I have, very limited space. And so it was nice to spread out in there, but now that's people come before paper. Even I know that, even though I love paper. So I had to put get out of Mosey and do some zippy things. And it still took me. They left on Sunday midday. And fear. Ooh, I like that. That's a good picture. Okay. Yeah. Ooh, house on fire. Some zombie things. Oh, this is going to be excellent. Okay. So they left on Sunday afternoon, and I processed stuff every day for the first day. I did it for like 24 hours. And then I finally went to bed. More zombie stuff, so that's nice. Resident Evil, anything with Resident Evil in it's going to have a couple of good zombies usually. I'm not too proud to use game images. And then, it was a lot of paper. I mean, it's in color blocks. What's going into the shop is going to be gray, quite a bit of gray, some apple green or monster mash, depending on how you want to call it. Olive green, quite a bit of olive green, some fuchsia. I kept the pink for myself because there wasn't very much. A little bit of red with sparkle. It's red with sparkle going on. A little bit of green with sparkle. A variety of coffee filters that never made the shop. Some envelopes. And then I have some boxes in here I have, I think, 2 boxes that have kind of just random things piled in them that I'm going to go through once I get these photographed in the shop and then into my filing cabinet where they're not taking up space like on my bed. So, but that's going to take me the weekend to get the pictures and to get everything, because once I take the pictures, then I have to label the packages with a label. I'm not all about giving other people ideas for crafts. Sorry. You could do envelope journal. Cards make great journaling cards or additions to the front of books. It makes a great focal point, especially if they don't have any sentiment on the front. But sometimes even if they do. You can use the cards themselves to make a mini journal out of. I have a whole bunch that I'm going to be doing that with to list in my shop. I love them because they're purse-sized when I make a journal like that. And it doesn't require a lot of paper because you can only put about, 7, 8, 10 pages, depending on how thick the pages are. And it's great for lists and jotting down stuff while you're out and about. Ooh, look at that's kind of cool. Ooh, look at that. Ooh. I always get her. I know she's from a game, but I love the way she looks. Okay, that cover is damaged. But the magazine itself is okay. I'm just trying to get an idea of what's in there. Cool. There's a monster thing. Big spider. Cool. That'll be good for my Aries collage. You need to work on. I love making journals. Now that I've got back into it, I'm like, I'm going to make a journal out of everything. I'm very happy to be back into journal making. All right. So I'll just show the covers now so we can get on with this. Guess what we're going to be harvesting from coming up? Oh, that's a good background. Resident Evil. So there's going to be some. Look at the good zombie scene. Yeah. Means I'll be able to put some goodies into the glue books. If I do a couple of them quick, if I just go based on covers for a couple of them. The Outer Worlds. When's this one from? I don't know. No date that I can see. Let's just flip through that real quick. Some Lego stuff. Spider-Man. Okay. Okay, so that's that. And then I got 2 kind of picture books. Oh, that's a good idea, Kathy. Oh, I hope they still send to my area because I need to get on there. Hey, Mari, how you doing? And Janice. So we'll do some flipping through here. This is How Did It Really Happen? Reader's Digest type thing. I love the big question mark. Obviously, we're going to take that. We've got a little robot. Ooh, that would be good for creepy. And that too. Yeah. Oh, aliens. Woohoo. So yeah, there's some, Els was nice enough. She said every store they went to, she spent about 30 minutes in the books because I requested anything haunted, spooky, abandoned, and then any kind of picture books with, decent pictures in them. So she got 2 picture books, that pile of Game Informer magazines. I'm seeing some pretty good stuff in here. There's Vlad Tepes. We've had a picture of him before in the glue book from, the last 2 years. Stonehenge, some Egyptian stuff, things with it. There we go. So yeah, some fun stuff. There's some lightning I just saw. Cool. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Mari. We'll keep you in our thoughts, though. Send some healing energy out your way. Yeah, everyone does love Happy Mail. Speaking of that, if you're just coming in and you like Stranger Things, I have the sticker pack. We went through it at the very beginning of the live. If you're interested in receiving a Stranger Things sticker Happy Mail, I'm going to divide this into 4 packs. And I'm going to send them out as Happy Mail. So if you're interested in receiving one of those as a Happy Mail, message me on Facebook or send me an email, and the email is in the down box, in the description box. So this is Editor's Choice Smithsonian. It's a compendium of photographs, It's an anthology of the first 2 decades of the Smithsonian Magazine, which means it's showing off some of their pictures and stuff. So, tiger. Big eyeball. Look at more eyeballs. So we get lots of eyeballs for the creepy eyeball. Check that out. We'll have to pick our eyeballs carefully. Or I can take it to the copy shop and make copies. Some bats. That's good. Look at that close-up of a bat. So that's cool. There's some more bats. Anything that keeps you from crafting is definitely a bummer. And double vision can be a symptom of so many different things. I hope you're getting to the doctor for that. So this part I saw had some buggies in it. I did a quick flick through before, but I wanted just to show you guys, So let's see. Well, there's some good pictures. That's Clara Bow. Garbo. There's a mermaid. It's hold on. We're almost to the end, and then I'll show you the. It's by Smithsonian. It's called Editor's Choice Smithsonian, and it's an anthology of their first 2 decades in print. So it's art. It's blurbs about some of the topics they covered, and then some photographs too. So it's called the Editor's Choice Smithsonian. Then over here, an anthology of the first 2 decades of the Smithsonian Magazine, and it is, let's see what, I'm sure it's recent, 1990. So it's not that old. Oh, excuse me, goodness. So I'm gonna grab my personal journal so we can put this little stickers in here real quick. And then I think that's everything that I can show you that they got. She did find another box of, yes, that is a very fun stencil, right? We're going to test it out. Okay, so we want somewhere that I haven't already written. I think I'm more than halfway through. That's the last thing I wrote. Okay, so let's see. We've got our alien. But here we go. Let's put him here. Yeah. I got to get the sticker thing off him. That's one part of Elsa's little mini scavenger find when she went with Sandy on their little mini trip. Okay. So let's see, where else do we want to? I just want to add them in because it'll be fun, I like the fun. Let's add the banana over here with the pineapple up there. That's fun. Did you guys have an okay week? I hope your Friday is going awesome. Start to the weekend for anybody working who works a traditional, hours job. Okay. I think we'll put him down here. He'll look good on that paper. He's just a silly little guy. Elle's got a sticker pack, and she threw some stickers. I think we'll put the sloth right up here with the peace sign. You already almost said, there you go. Well, maybe what you need is a good nappy nap. Naps are awesome. We all know how I feel about naps, I can't believe we ever didn't want to take one. Okay, so we'll put some penguins here, some silly little penguins. And these ones, let's see if we can find a nice page to... Let's put one up here and one down there. There we go. Okay, and then we're going to flip back a few pages. There we go. We can put one of these. Let me see. Oh, and I don't own this, but I have permission to keep it in my room because I'll use it more often. A haunted house, a stamp. So we may try that out too. Let's put that over there. I am looking for my little stack of inks, which I moved here. I'd rather have brown. What do I do with the rest of my inks? I moved stuff when I was packing up all the papers. Well, I was still packing up today. Well, this could be an issue if I don't know where my stamp pads are. Hold on. I'll be right back. Ugh. I think I know where there's a black one I can use. Hold on. Coming around the ironing board. Okay. You'll maybe get one later. It's easy to fall asleep, isn't it? Especially after a long week. All right. We're going to find out if this ink pad works, first of all. Well, I'm going to go with no on that. Dry as a bone. I don't know why else gives me things sometimes. You could feel it's dry as a bone. Let's see if that works. If not, nope, dead. Okay. Let me find another ink pad. I'm sorry, guys. I put them in a safe place when I started this little cleanup project because I had to get out of that spare room, get my stuff out of there, make room for Elsa's. Yes.
Oh, lady.
Oh, lady. Yes, that would be me.
Lady.
Oh, lady.
Oh, lady.
Yes.
Oh is the pain in my hip. Lady is you.
Okay.
Cornbread is done.
Oh, yay! Very excited.
Is in the oven. And green beans gravy is on the stove waiting to get turned on.
Sweet.
And as a special surprise, there's a dessert.
Dessert? Well, I'm excited.
I did it on the fly, and it's a nicey.
Yay!
You can brag about it later.
I certainly will.
We can brag about it later. Hi, ladies. Hello, everybody.
Hover!
Yeah.
All right, guys. I'm having trouble with ink pads. I've done it now. I must have picked a really safe place. Fudge. Oh, where are my ink pads? All right, hold on. There's got to be one hanging out here. I know there must be. Let me get down here. Here we go. It's brown. We're going to have a brown spider. We're just going to go with it. Let's see if there's anything else in here. I don't think there's any small ones left in here. I'm going to turn that light back on, though, because I'm going blind looking in this box. Oh. Okay, here's a couple little green ones. Some little, oh. You guys are very patient. I'm so sorry. Found a black one if it's still good. Hold on. Now I'm just feeling my way through what's over here. Oh dear. That can't be good. Oh, well, I was looking for that earlier. Well, that was helpful. Okay. Sorry, guys. Let's see if this little black one works. Oh, I don't know if that's black. Well, we'll give it a shot. It's at least juicy. Sorry. I'm a terrible host. Oops. Let's darken him up a little bit, maybe. All right, there we go. We did a thing. Okay, we'll do this down here just for funsies. I love spooky Halloween. I love kitschy Halloween. I love it all. Okay. Let's flip that over. There was another little Halloween page over here. Let's do the little pumpkin. Okay, we'll get a new brush. I have since been able to find a few little brushes. Okay. Let's put our hand right there. These are all scavenger finds, so okay. Need to get. I bought mostly big ones, and I think I need to get a couple more of the small ones now. I know, just a fun little thing, right? Just a fun, silly, kitschy little thing. We just want the leaves. Oops, I got a little extra color up there. Oopsie doodle. And then I think we'll just add some edging over here. Little color on a page never hurt anything. Just a little bit, right? There, now we've got kind of an ombre effect on the page. All right. And then I think this face is meant to go on this pumpkin. So we'll go back to our black one. Ta-da! I don't know what that was. That's stuck in the spine. We'll just work out the extra little bit of color on the page because I can write over it, so it's no big deal. And that way the brushes are clean too. See, that orange was pretty juicy. Oh, I did something to that page, didn't I? No, I think it was like that. I think I used a damaged page on purpose. All right. So we have tried that out. Put our little brushes back. Hey, Rebecca. Oh, wait. Rebecca was already here. I got fooled. Okay, so we tried out our new little stencil that I was given. Fun. And we added a little pumpkin. And then over here, we added the spider and the spider web. And then we put in the sloth. A little sloth sticker. A little bitty monster guy. And banana to go with the pineapple. And then we put our alien head over here. So those are the little scavenger, or no, Elle's got a pack of stickers in the mail and she gave me a few. There, we've used them up. Hooray. As you guys have surmised, dinner is cooking. It's going to be meatloaf. Yum. Sorry, I'm a little bit thirsty. Okay, I missed a couple of things. So Elle's got me this calendar calendar girl thing. $2.49. Okay. I think I found everything. And then there were these were in there. I'm going to take them apart because they're sewn in the middle. And we're going to dye that. So there are 2 of those. So we'll have those dyed up soon. And that's a different than usual, page size. So that'll be fun. So I haven't opened this up. So let's go ahead and open it up. This is obviously headed for the dye vat. Because that's what I do with this kind of stuff. So it's called Calendar Girl. Miscellaneous Me. Bo Bunny. That's why she gave it to me. I'm a Bo Bunny person. I love Bo Bunny. That can go in the recycle. This can wait until tomorrow. Best things of today. So those are cute. We'll dye those up too. And then it's just a selection of colors and fun stuff that we'll dye up and probably divide into packs. I always keep a portion of this kind of stuff for myself because I enjoy using it. But ta-da! All right. So let's look at how much time we've spent. This is going to be a short one tonight. As I was explaining earlier, I'm looking for the game magazine that had a Resident Evil cover. Here we go. Let's start with, because we know there's going to be creepy stuff in that. Get me a pair of scissors. So, Elsa and Sandy left on Sunday afternoon and came back late on Tuesday. And I stayed here because I did not want to go on a scavenger. I have stuff in the dye vats, and I'll have an update on where that's at. I think I want to use the cover. I'll cut around it, but you can see zombies in the background and stuff is on fire. So, and we'll cut that off. Let's see. Oh, I got 2 pages. Whoopsie. Well, we're definitely keeping that one, right? That's a definite yes. Woohoo. So they also found me a package of dot matrix paper, which I have quite a bit on stash now, but I'm not going to say no to it because it's super expensive if you buy it. And I want that right there. It is super expensive if you buy it, like brand new, because they do still make it. There are still probably government offices and stuff that use dot matrix. Okay, I want this one. We'll go ahead and take both those. Those could probably be used for creepy collaging, right? What was I talking about? So dot matrix paper, like one of those little small, it's like a baby ream. It's super cute. A small package of file folders. I think they're 5 tabs, so that's something new for us. And then there was one other thing out there. It was 3 things, but I can't remember what the other thing was. Okay, thank you. Some other disaster has befallen somebody. Oh, well, go ahead and take Spider-Man. I'm probably gonna. I have like some Spider-Man and stuff images. I might put together a little pack. Okay. Well, that's a good picture. I like that. So yeah, I did get a little top off on some things for, I was almost out of file folders. Still looking for some other things. I got my list. But I'm good, like, temporarily. That'll be about 2-3 batches worth of that. So, still looking for newsprint, sandwich wrap, and cardstock, which I will probably get after my next sale. Nope. That's an opening. Nope. We gotta have a discard pile. Okay. Maybe. And then just some fun little stuff that came my way that was unexpected, which, you know, I'm always looking for little things to die. That is muy bueno. Oh, there we go. Mechanical skeleton guy. We could use that. I won't keep the whole thing. I'll crop it down. And then we get a close-up if there's not. Oh, I'm afraid there's something better on the other side. It's a werewolf and a weird guy. And, oh, that's the liquors from the Resident Evil game. I haven't seen a Resident Evil game with werewolves in it, but hey, that's cool. I'm not a Resident Evil player. I'm a fan of the movie franchise. I'm sure that there are people out there that are like, well, then you're not really a fan. I don't care. How do I? It's kindergarten paper. I'd buy a 500 pack of kindergarten paper, like a large. And it's been relatively expensive, but darn it if the price on everything isn't going up, you know. We're going to save all of these images. I'm just going to cut the page down, and then I'll use the trimmer to cut these individual things out. Chainsaw Man, Cerberus, Eveline, Albert Wesker, and a variety of zombie things. So, yay, we are going to have to do like a zombie page. Yeah, but kindergarten paper is newsprint, and I think sometimes people don't realize that. I would cut down those big sheets of the packing paper that we get, like the kind you get from a U-Haul, but I need a big guillotine cutter, bigger than the one Els has to do that, and I don't have the money to invest in that right now. But someday I say we should save that mermaid. I know somebody who would like a mermaid. And that's why I call it newsprint instead of kindergarten paper, because sometimes the lines stay and sometimes they don't. Yeah, and it's yeah. So, but you can get huge. Oh yeah, we're definitely. This is some good stuff for collages. Super happy right now. I'm in my happy place. There's battle scenes on the other side, but I'm definitely going to go with that guy. Zombies and a bloody mess. Oh, that's good too. But I think I want these ones. Look at that. You know, you got to have your bloody mess. Okay, that's a good one right there. So we'll take this one. And then what I've been using is just a sandwich wrap, and I hate to put it this way, but it's inexpensive compared to the deli paper, the wet and dry wax. I just haven't had the money to put in, so I hope you guys will forgive me for that. I think I missed something on the other side of that page while I was just gleefully folding it up. No, I didn't. It's okay. Okay, I want that too. And we'll cut the phrase separately. But I like the right? Horror or serial killer. We could go either way with that. All right, so let's see what we got here. A dead body on the floor. We'll take that. So it's a more inexpensive option for right now, and it still gives you the crinkle feel. It's a little thinner than some of the deli paper, but I think it's still a good addition. So that's the reasoning behind some of the choices we've been making. And then cardstock, because there's always cardstock, and cardstock is a good thing to have. But I'll get those after the next sale, which is on Tuesday, in case anybody didn't know. Tuesday will be the sale. We'll take that one, and I guess that one there, we can probably crop that just enough, because there's also on the gurney, there's like a body hanging off there. So we'll take all three of those, I think, and then we will cut them down later. God, I'm glad. I like to, you guys are my feedback. I appreciate that, a lot of you receive the packs, even if you're not, receiving them through Patreon, you're still getting the bits and pieces in the sale and the papers themselves. So I like to know what you guys like to have dyed. I don't think I need that. Maybe we'll put it over here for now. I kind of like the cowboy hat person. Okay, there's a oozing green monster. We could probably use that. Probably should have looked on the back of this, but we're done now. That was okay. So, if you guys have suggestions or things I'm not dyeing that you'd like to see dyed, I'm always open to that. I'm going to try. I love Minecraft. I need a better computer so I can play again. I have my own little thing. I'm building a giant castle. Huge. Ooh, there's a big F. I'm going to take that. I do. I enjoy Minecraft. I know it's silly, but I like it. I don't need Minecraft images. And then I'm going to make a witch's house, too. I'm going to try and make Baba Yaga in there when I get my new computer. So I moved some of the scavenger. So I said I was going to go over what I did with the scavenger money now that we're not going. I did check in with people if they wanted their money back, since some people donated through Ko-fi. I think I kind of like that down there. It's Harley Quinn-esque without being a Harley Quinn. And so it was specifically for the scavenger. But I was told I could utilize the money. So I here's where most of it went. So, I talked about I ordered the paper. I definitely want that guy. And I think we'll take most of this in some bits and pieces because there's some skulls hanging here. There's a skull there. So we could probably cover up that part. So, yeah. That I ordered, my usual paper through Amazon. And when the bill came for the I do the subscribe and save. It was $64 for the paper, even with the discount when I order all the things at once. Because I order my vanilla from there. The paper comes every month. And then I have just a random assortment, like every 6 months I get my allergy meds. There's some tea on my subscribe and save and some various paper products that are for because, I use the line paper a lot, which is more than doubled in price. I'm so pissed. We may not be able to do line paper for a little while, or I may have to go see if I can find, the problem is only one kind holds its lines really. So what we may wind up with is unlined notebook paper for a little while until they get, because it went from between $9 and $12. Aw, that's very sweet, Janice. So I'm going to explain what I did with some of the money. It went from $9 to $12 for a 500 pack of the lined notebook paper, the Oxford that keeps its lines, to over $22 for a pack of it. And that's more than double the price from the base price, the lowest price. And I have a problem with that because I don't honestly think it's gone up that much in price. I think some companies are just gouging because they can due to supply chain issues. So I'm sorry that I have not been live this week. I do owe you guys an apology for that. But that time was absolutely spent. I put a picture on Instagram. I don't know if any of you follow me there. Yeah. So we may have to go without line paper for a while. I'll find a substitute that's more economical. Maybe we'll do a few more sheets of dot matrix and a few more sheets of newsprint to make up the difference. I just can't see buying it at that price. I felt, kind of outraged enough about paying $65 for something that cost me $35 a month and a half ago, So I went immediately when I saw that, and I went ahead and accepted the order. But I've been looking over the course of this week, and I got a notice from Office Depot that they were having a paper sale. And so I went over and checked it out, and mostly it was on 20-pound paper. But on the off chance, I typed in 24-pound paper. I'm going to take this girl in the pixelated box that goes in the machine kind of thing. I like that. What did I just say? Oh, so I typed in 24 paper just on the off chance that maybe they had something, that was on sale than $64. So we're going to use this too. And I found a case of, it's not my usual brand, so that's a bit of an experiment in itself. I have a very great love of the paper I already use. So it's a different brand, but it is 24-pound paper. It's not the it's not the laser jet printer one that has the coating on it. It's a multi-use paper. It's the bright white, the 92 that I like. And it was 10 reams instead of 5. The price was $106, and then once you add it on tax and stuff, it was about $117. And then I was contemplating if I wanted to spend that much money. And Honey dropped me a coupon. So it was $93 for more than twice the paper I paid $64 for. So I ordered it. So now I have 15 reams of paper sitting in the garage. And I think I'm going to handle it that way for the next few months. 15 reams will hold me for a while. It takes more than a ream for each batch, in case you're wondering, for each color set that I do. And each color set is between 2 and 5 that, depending on how many people are requesting the kit through Patreon, how big a demand there generally is for the color and that sort of thing. And then whatever I'm dyeing for my own personal use, because I have a couple kinds of paper that I just dye for me that nobody else is particularly interested in. So there's that. So let's look at these covers and see if we can find, because that one netted a whole bunch of stuff. Let's see if we can find another one that'll be like good creepy stuff. Just based on the cover. Okay, that might be good. Maybe that one. But that'll hold me and allow me to give me the space to look for deals like that instead of having to accept $64 from Amazon for 5 reams. So I got twice as much for less than half the price. I think that's a good deal. I love that game. That's going to be good for my Aries collage, probably. That's good for fantasy sci-fi. Ooh. I like Egyptian stuff, can be fun. That's going to be good for my Aries collage, too. Okay, so let's start with some of these. Well, I'm just sitting here talking to you, if you don't mind. Let's start with this one. I love the dragon on the cover. Yeah. So I bought paper when I already had kind of enough for a ream lasts me a month to a month and a half. It can last up to 2 months depending on the color, because some colors there's not as big a demand for, so I don't need to make as much. But now I have that space. 15 reams will hold me for quite a while. You know, we're looking at probably 4 months, maybe, unless I get totally carried away, which could happen. Yeah, I'm definitely keeping that. I'm going to put it over here in the big pile. I take this every time that I see it, and it's not on the back of something I like. I don't know why, but I really like it. I've used it in a couple of journals. So yeah, so now I can definitely that guy looks kind of evil in the red, so let's keep him. I definitely shop around and get the best deal possible instead of just having to take whatever the thing is. And so I'm kind of going to try and do that with several of the things that I need. I can find a really good deal on. File folders are holding okay. I think I just like that as a background because it's all, you know, it's blurry because it's an in motion photograph. Okay, we'll probably cut that there just because, you know, with the coloring on there, that looks kind of creepy too. And it's Kiana, so off-brand Avengers. Sure, why not? Okay. So that's what's going on. So that's where a good chunk of that money went. We're going to keep that, and that's kind of cool. Let's look at what's on the other side. Okay, since it's only the head. Ooh, I think we'll keep Project Scarlet, even though it's a game name, because that sounds kind of creepy, right? So let's keep that. So I do shop around. I don't just accept. I didn't think I had a choice with the Amazon because I looked right then and I couldn't find a better price. Okay. So we'll keep the top part of this. Okay, so we want that and that. And that's a dyeing guy, so yeah. Oh, wait, there's creepy people with umbrellas on the other side. Oh, boy. Okay. So I think we're going to do, I definitely want this one. We're just going to hope for the best. Oh, yeah. So we can do these ones here. And then we'll do this one over here. And bingo, we get... Nope, it didn't work. Okay. I don't care about that one or that one. All right, trash you go. Well, recycle. The chibi type monsters, like when they do them as chibis and stuff like that. I love that stuff. I did Chibi Joker in my... I want to do a series of classic monsters. I think that's her hesitation with the classic monsters is she knows I have plans for that, but it's a next year thing. And regardless of what we do, our styles are totally different. We could do exactly the same thing back to back. And we're not going to make the same thing because we have different tastes. Okay, I don't think I need anything here. Rainbow Six Quarantine, I'm going to assume there's some zombie or monster action in there, but they're not showing any. Oh, I would totally do that. If you happen to be on a page like that and you send me a link, I'll have a look and see if it's something I can work with for sure. But I want to do definitely classic movie monsters. I want to do like a journal for each one, because I just think that would be so fun. Not a super big journal. I'm talking about like, maybe an 8x8 or a 9x9. Because I have to be honest, I'm not a super huge fan of 9x6. I'm never going to be. It's not my jam. I don't like journaling in that size journal. And I'm not saying that everybody should quit making them. It's not my thing. And I'm going to assume there are other people out there who I'm going to keep that, who feel the same way and will eventually purchase from me if they happen to find me. So let's keep this one up here. And then so yeah, classic movie monsters. I have a special affinity for vampires in general, but I love the original Bram Stoker's Dracula. So I may do a slightly more decorated, in-depth vampire journal at some point next year. We're running out of time this year. And I'm focusing on serial killers this year, That's kind of where I'm at. Oh, yeah, I love that movie, Gargoyle. Isn't that a good movie? Cartoon series, right? Okay, we're going to keep him again. All right, that's probably a good one to keep. Oh, I know what I was going to do. I was going to cut the edge off this magazine because it's driving me a little bit batty. But it's still too thick to just cut the spine directly off it. There we go. That'll make it easier to rip the pages off. Yeah. Final Fantasy Remake, of course. Ooh, that's a good picture. That could definitely go in my war collage. I forgot what I was talking about. Oh, themes for next year, yeah. And, if other people do it, that's all well and good. Because, no two people are going to make a really, really similar journal. We would all probably choose different images based on our personal preferences and stuff like that. So it's all good. Okay, let's keep that one. And themes come and go. Themes run through the community. It is how it is. Because somebody goes, oh, I'm going to make a blah blah, and somebody goes, ooh, blah blah. I love blah blah, and they run with their idea of it. It's not. I don't think of it as theft per se. Some people get real uppity. Well, that was my idea, but you're inspiring others, and not everybody remembers where they got an idea. Ooh, Vampire the Masquerade. I always thought carnivals kind of had a creepy vibe to them. So we could maybe at some point do even a dark carnival, which I think Els has kind of done. I know she's doing a creepy clown right now. I'm not a fan of the circus itself because I think it's cruel to animals. But I think we could do some kind of dark carnival theme. I should probably start writing this stuff down, huh? I should make me a list. Otherwise, I'll be like, what did I talk about? It seemed like such a good idea at the time. Here, we'll even use one of these pretty pink planner pages. They're nice and thick. So we talked about classic movie monsters, which has been on my list for about 2 years. And I think next year is my time to collect, and maybe towards the end of the year. Yeah, right? Then we talked about a vampire, Dracula, Dark Carnival. But that's in between normal things that I do. I still love the seasons, and I'll make seasonal journals. I'm going to start making some dailies, probably mostly around the holidays, like a December daily and an October daily. Things where I can get a definite feel for the theme. I love giraffes. I'm going to take these giraffes. I don't know why, but I really do. They have such gross, gnarly tongues, don't they? So yeah. So I'm thinking it's all good. I don't necessarily talk about the paper stuff because there are so many people dyeing paper. And I don't need to help anybody along my path. But journal themes and stuff, I don't see why people get so upset about that sort of thing. Like Rosemary with the Dark Shadows. I already had plans to do a Dark Shadows. Should I be upset that Rosemary did it? No, of course not. Because her version of it is going to be different than my version of it. I love that Rosemary includes architecture in all her. Yes, I'm cutting out Lego stuff. I'm that kind of person. Most of her stuff contains architecture. She builds things because that's her background. And I wouldn't come up with half the ideas she does because she has a different background than me. So it's awesome to see a variety of takes on things. Dark Shadows, Carla? Dark Shadows? The only thing I don't like is that they're kind of making fun of it. You shouldn't profit from something that you think is totally stupid, that you don't even have the patience for. But it is what it is. And welcome, Carla. Those are too small to use. Although this lava-filled one would be okay, probably. Some of them you can't make out the details. Do I want the kit? Oh, sure I did when she did it. But when I went back, I finally had the money for it. They were sold out. It's all good, though. I'm going to do my own. Like I was talking about how, the way she did hers would be totally different from how I would make one on my own, because I wouldn't necessarily include the architectural elements that she does, because she has a construction background. Her mind goes a different way than mine does. But that's what makes crafting so fun, is you can take the same theme. I can't wait to see what you make out of it, hun. I think it'll be awesome. So you can give the same thing to 5 people. You're going to get 5 totally different things. So, but I do have plans to make my own. Oh, they put the thing in front of her face. Boo. Okay, well, we can't keep that because it's right in front of her face. And I don't want to cut her face off. But we can get this guy. Oh, you shouldn't send something that you bought. Don't you want to make her journal? I love that Artie Dar buys hers and then does something totally different with it. Like, that's where you can see where people just, they see the kit and they see something totally different from another person. Well, why'd you buy it if you weren't going to use it? Carla, I think you would make it totally awesome. If you're sure you're not going to use it, I'm not going to tell you no, but I think you would make a completely awesome Dark Shadows journal. And it's kind of right up your alley. It's creepy. I'm still watching the original series. I finally got to the part, because like the first 210. Yeah, her brain is amazing. The places it takes, like I wouldn't have even thought of that with some of the stuff I've seen her do, like the forest floor one. It was amazing. Okay, so I'm going to cut that up, and look, it's a guy hooked up to, it's the big picture of this little bitty picture here. He's like hooked up to all kinds of machines and stuff. So, I'm going to cut that though on the big cutter, because I know I'll fuck it up. Big W. But yeah, that's one of the ones I would have bought if I had the money at the time, but I didn't when she originally. And then when I got the money, I was like, dang it. But, the universe wants you to have stuff or it doesn't. And so I just take that as a sign from the universe that that's not what I was meant to do. And that's all good. I try not to dwell on, it's easy to get fixated on what you don't have. And that's a mistake in life. That's definitely a road to unhappiness. Oh, you're so sweet, Carla. But only if you're absolutely sure. I think you would knock it out of the park. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Okay. I think I definitely want that. The guy, because he's got like a camera in his eyeball. They're calling it cyberpunk. And then there's this little kind of shadowy apartment. And then there's like a weird, creepy guy over here in the dark. So we're going to take all of that. All of those things. Okay. Maybe I'll make it, send it back to you. Flash in the pan. I like that. So we're going to keep the words. And then I kind of like these things. They're a little weird and different. And a big D. Keep it in the box, ladies. Keep it in the box. And we only need this side of this page. We don't need the whole. Those are kind of fun. Fussy cut it out. They're cute, but I can guarantee you they're probably evil. Oh, there they all again. They're like the elements. Earth, air, fire, water. That's kind of fun. Although their air is kind of orangey. Let's see. The digital archaeologists. Okay. Holiday buying guide. I want the word holiday. I never have too many holiday words. Oh no. Giant what is that called? I've lost my mind. Number 1. At. That's what it was. At. I love the word nefarious. Yes. They're not evil in and of themselves, but they can be chaotic. For sure. A psycho mantis. I think I might want to fussy cut that out. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if it sticks after I look at it later. I will admit that I don't play like the dice gaming games. I never knew enough people to get involved in that. But I love the dice. I play a few other games. I love Minecraft, which I can't play right now because my computer has gotten too old for the updates. I play Galactic Civilizations 3, but if they update too much more, I won't be able to play that until I get a new computer either. Spider-Man. There's Aquaman. Reforging. Okay, don't need that. I don't think I need that. Definitely don't need that. Although those are kind of fun. Maybe we'll keep the monster one. Oh, yay. I wish I had been able to get into it. One that we moved really often. And then when I was an adult, I never could find enough people that were interested, so I just never got into it. It's one of my really only regrets. But that is super awesome. Yeah, same with me, Carla. I need to move closer to you, or you need to move closer to me. Something like that. Okay, guy in a gas mask. We need that for sure. That's always creepy, even when it's not creepy. I'll probably crop that down, but... Oh, here, Resident Evil. Yeah. It's just one page, but we're taking all those images. We got a couple of zombies, a liquor, and more zombie action going on over here. Yes, yes, yes. I'm way too excited about that, huh? Yeah, I just never got it. I think it would be super fun, but now I'm old and people will make fun of me because I don't know how to play already. But that's okay, you know. So I play Minecraft, which I love. I'm building, like I said, it's from Resident Evil. It's human that has been exposed to the virus, and they didn't just turn into a zombie; they turned into a monster. And it has a really long tongue that it's got fairly good control of. And in the games and in the movies, it's called a liquor. I think just because it's a tongue thing. Okay, that could be kind of creepy. Let's take that. It is kind of gross, but I like creepy things. And you did ask. So I play Minecraft, which I love. I'm building a giant castle, and I'm in my little world. I think I'm going to try and build Baba Yaga's house in there when I get a new computer. I play Galactic Civilizations 3, but I don't play the online version. I just play against the AI. I'm trying to win as each race, and I've gotten about halfway through. You play Empire and Mahjong. I play a little bit of Mahjong. It's good for your brain. And then I like Spellforce, but I can't play it on my computer. So I never have played the third one. Those are older games. I played the first one of... I can't remember the name of it now. Was one that Liam was into that I really enjoyed. Life is Strange. It's not Stranger Things, but it was called Life is Strange. And it was it was interesting. And then I used to play Heroes of Might and Magic, but I don't think they've made a new one in a long time. Or I heard that they did like a 7 or something, and the reviews on it weren't that great. We'll keep that because that's got some weird. It's a big spider thing over here and a big creepy guy over here. So we'll keep that in our big pile. I don't think I know what Hempire is. Is it like a vampire thing? Okay. I always did want to play World of Warcraft, but because you have to pay a monthly fee, I never got into it. When my computer is capable, I do play I just lost it out of my head. Hold on. Guild Wars. I play the original Guild Wars. It's a Wii. Oh, okay. Hempire. That makes sense. I get it. Hemp. So this has Magic in it. I did get into Magic the Gathering, the card game, for a while, but then I found out Jeremy was cheating at the game. He was lying to me about the rules, and that ruined it for me. I was really enjoying that. You kill at the challenges. That's because you're not high. You're probably the only one there that in the game that's not. All right, so we'll keep that. Some fantasy collages that can be creepy. I don't need that though. Sandworm, yes. Yes, I saw the sandworm. I always keep her, and that's a pretty good storm. Plus the giant letter I. So yeah, so were you all in when I explained why I haven't been live this week? I have not been depressed. I posted on Instagram today a pile of the papers I've been, Yeah, I do too. It's easy to, but he ran the game for me. I just can't even. I still have the cards though. I use them for ATCs. I'll buy like a pack off eBay every now and then. It lasts me a couple of years. I buy like a big box of 1,000. At what game? Which one? I do play that Tonga, Taonga, that island game where it involves farming. Yeah, I play that. Which is on disc. It plays it okay, so. But it's one of those. You play for free, or you can pay extra money to do stuff. And I'm never gonna do extra stuff because I don't want to pay them money. Because it's a ridiculous amounts of money you could invest in it. Yes. I have already listed a bunch of stuff in Etsy. I went from 74 listings to 119. But I posted the rest of the stuff that I have list. I posted a picture on Instagram today. So I bumped up quite a bit, but I probably have another 50 or 60 listings because I have the colors that I have are olive green. I have a lot of olive green to list in the store. Everything from file folders to 24-pound paper and in between. I have some sparkly red, a limited amount. Sparkly green is already in the store. Everything that I have is in the store. There is gray. There's some gray that's going to go in the shop. And I think there's already a tiny bit of gray in there, but I think it's coffee filters and stuff like that. Fuchsia. Fuchsia's getting ready to go in the store. I put in all the purples in the store now. All the lavender / purple with sparkle is now in the store. I created a place for kits that haven't sold, and I created a dents, dings, and damages section of the shop, so that once I've run by you, like I did 15 packs of the oopsies and uh-ohs, and about half of them sold, which is awesome. But like I can't keep selling you guys the same pack, so I made a section in the store for that. We'll see if anybody else is interested in. I did sell one already, so we'll see how that goes. But that gives me a separate space so that you guys aren't being inundated with the same stuff all the time. But I have cross posts on Facebook Marketplace. I am going to use Ko-Fi as my cross post. Ko-Fi, whatever it's called. And I might use Marketplace, but I would have to pull stuff out of the shop because I don't double post. I hate it when somebody lists things in 3 or 4 different places and then goes, oh, I don't have any more of that. Because they've got it listed in 2 or 3 places. Or they charge you and then they go, oops, can I substitute something else because I didn't realize I was out, Makes me want to punch people in the face. So I would have to pull a portion of my inventory off of Etsy, which is fine. I'm eventually going to do that. I'm going to get back onto eBay because I didn't double my income through eBay, but about, let's say 100% of the pie, I got about 80% of my income from Etsy, and I got about 20% from eBay. So I'm sure that market is still there. I'm going to keep the making magic. So I'm going to, instead of 2 places, I'm going to kind of split it between 3. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's true. But I'm going to kind of split it between 3 places now. I'm going to do some stuff on coffee. Yeah, I'm thinking you guys are awesome, but you can't support me more than you already are. Like, it's not an infinite pool, so to speak. And I'm not trying to be crass, but you know what I mean. The reason someone like Stacy at Pink Poodles can live off their auctions is because she has thousands and thousands of followers. So if I want to be able to make a living at this and I have some other side hustle ideas, but I have to be able to get them under control one at a time. Like I have to be able to do this before I can start to do something else. So, and I'm getting to that point where that's, a thing. I worked through some of my personal issues. I've gotten some help. Some things that have happened here recently have kind of been eye-opening for me and given me a new perspective on how I can do things and why I need to make some changes. So I don't want to be more specific than that, but it's a good thing. It's a very good thing. And so I thought I would split that pie into probably 4. Do some Ko-Fi. Yes. Some on Etsy. I'm going to, I still have my Etsy shop. And it's not a shop. I just have my Etsy, whatever the normal eBay. I keep saying Etsy. My eBay account. So I'll list a portion there. It's like I probably did take 20% of my inventory and put it on there, but I got to get everything listed and see what I've got before I can take 20% and put it over there and make sure I'm not causing problems for myself. And then probably like you guys have suggested, Marketplace is probably a good thing for the bigger packs that, I had so many purple ones. There's no, the market is for me, for my paper, for my people who come to my live sales. Well, they've already bought all the purple they could possibly use in the next year. So in that sense, that market is flooded, but I still have purple paper. So I put some in the Etsy shop and now I've got a better management on how many kits I make so that I don't have 10 extra of something that has no place to go, and that way I can spend less time dyeing for each batch. Yeah. And I'm going to do some shopping from there, probably not locally, because then I have to ask for rides. But and that's not always doable. Oh, there's a good one. That's like a fire whip chain thing. That's kind of cool. So I'm not trying to be crass with you guys about making money, but this is how I make my money. So it's better to be honest than to beat around the bush about it, I guess. I think I've had this image before. Well, I need to do more on Instagram, because there's definitely a huge audience for junk journal stuff there. And I don't know anything about TikTok, you guys. That's a big learning curve for me. But I've heard that's and the other thing I really, really need to do is, once I have everything listed, I need to go back to the stuff that's probably going to be regularly listed, like my tea dyed videos, and like each kind of color. Keep one video that's got or keep one listing. The videos is apparently a big thing now, having a little video flip through of your stuff. I just have to figure out how to do it, because they only allow like a 30-second video, and I don't edit, so I'm not sure how to do that. And it's the same thing with TikTok. You still have to edit. I know, but I worry that sometimes when people talk about their expectations of people and who purchase from them, it comes off as kind of crass. And I don't want you to think that I think of you as wallets, because I certainly don't. I appreciate that you shop with me, and just as easily tomorrow you could not shop with me. And I'm not necessarily interested in growing my channel to have thousands of people like Stacy, because that's a lot to manage as well. But there are other avenues for markets out there. Instagram is definitely a place where I don't utilize it nearly enough. And I could take a little bit of time out of my day every day to make a post or two, and to get my quote unquote brand out there, you know? I think I want to keep those. I think that's kind of cool. So I have been thinking about it, and, you know, I think there's a lot more possibilities and avenues than there have ever been for people, you know, working on their own, doing side hustles and all that. And I would love to get this to the place where it's reasonably self-sustaining, you know. And I think journals is part of the. I love you too, Carla, and I enjoy all of you. I consider all of you my friends, not just customers, which is why I struggle with talking about the money side of things, you know. Disco Elysium. But I definitely want to do some more creepy things, and I want to start introducing collage packs, and there's a thing I want to do on Ko-fi, where towards the Scraps of Joy thing, for people who maybe aren't into Patreon, but there's a way you can set up, and I would just do like a 1-level thing where you could get a starter pack for Scraps of Joy and a little book to go with it. And then monthly, you would, as you make your donations, you would get a small pack. Not a huge thing. Oh, well, there's a thing. I don't know that I would have 10K people interested in what I do, though. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not. And I know there are, and I don't mean this in an unkind way. There are other people, creepy people out there. I know there are. This is the game, Life is Strange. The very first one of these. It was kind of cutesy, and I really enjoyed it. But yeah, so, you know, I don't know that I'm ever going to reach a point on here, because I still have under 600 followers. So I don't know that I would reach a point on TikTok where I could be monetized. And I could never be monetized on here because I can't keep my filthy mouth under control. And I don't necessarily want to change who I am at my core just so I can get monetized. Wow. I don't know what I would talk about on there except my paper, you know? Like, I don't know enough about, I don't know enough to do movie reviews or parodies, or I don't do dancing. There are too many parts of me jiggle for dancing. But that's amazing. If they're making a side hustle off that, I think that is awesome. We want the word Dark Alliance for sure. Zombie Army 4. Well, I like the guy's head. So I've been looking at it, and my social media is for sure way underutilized. And I recognize that TikTok is a thing. My paper is fabulous. I could do flip throughs though. Like, I could take a big pile of paper before I start processing it and show the full range of colors and stuff like that, and then post it to the group. And, just by dint of it simply being on TikTok, other people might look at it and be interested, or at least follow and watch. And that's all good too. So I need to look at how it works and if my system will accommodate that. Daily journal posts. Like, what do you mean? Is it like a vlog style? Now I have questions. Okay, so we'll keep that too because that's kind of interesting. Are you guys sick of this? I hope you don't mind because I am loving going through this. Yeah, oh yeah, I'm sure. I reached that age, I think almost, where I would have a flashing VCR if VCRs were still a thing. And so I have a bit of a learning curve to learn. Okay. I hope so. I hope I'm not boring you guys. So the paper's what I did with some of the scavenger money. Some of it went out before. Yeah, thrift stores here locally. After we knew for sure we weren't going. Yeah. Pet stuff always is good, but I don't have pets, so. And I wouldn't try to profit off of somebody else's pets. Zeus. Okay, I want that because it's Zeus. Oh, that's kind of creepy. Right down there. Oh, like a creative daily journal? Sort of thing, where they're going in each day and adding a little bit of stuff. I could maybe do scraps of joy as a TikTok thing. That could be a thing. If I just stay a couple of days, like film it and post it a couple of days later. I know, right? I'm glad you guys understand all my weirdness with the things that I go, oh, I need that. Ooh. I think we'll take that even though it's animated, She's a machete-wielding mama. Okay. So I don't even have to talk? Even better. I don't know what kind of... This is where I'm stuck at with it. I need to know what kind of editing I have to do. Because right now my computer can't handle any of the new editing software. So that's where I was going with this conversation. I got to go change my Ko-Fi from Buy Me a Mindless Adventure to, I don't know, something about computers. That's my next goal. And I don't expect you guys to fund it. I always put it out there in case somebody's like, really loving a video and they think, well, what could I do to support more of this kind of content? And you can always do a Ko-Fi, a coffee. And I did change the name from coffee, although I love coffee. I'm going to spend it on whatever's the next thing I need. And I'm thinking computer, and I need my own printer because I want to be able to print up some digitals. And then I'm thinking of totally, and this is on a long burner for me. It'll probably take 3 years before I can get it. I do want to get into making digitals, and I'd really like to have an iPad. Most people use their phone, so they're probably not editing. Okay. So maybe I can do stop and start on my tablet if I use my tablet. So that may be how I have to do it. But I will it's definitely, so let's say it's almost September. So let's say by the end of September, maybe I'll have learned how to make a video, and I'll have, so I'm going to set this goal with you guys so you can give me a little nudge every now and then, or a good hard shove. What just happened? Let's say I make 10 videos in September, a minimum of 10 videos for TikTok specifically. Okay, I think I can actually get the scissors through this, you guys. If that's the case, I'm just going to cut the edge off. It's a little bit more than I probably should be doing with this. Is how my scissors get dull. I need to invest in a new pair of the pink Friskers. I love the pink Friskers. I keep buying cheap scissors and regretting it. I love my pink Friskers, and I've made mine dull. I don't have a steady income, so nobody's going to give me credit. If I can get my sales up high enough through Etsy or eBay, I can get a line of revolving credit for them, but I'm not anywhere near their like minimum. So it's going to take a little while before I get there. But if I start doing things like TikTok and I get to a point where that can be monetized, that's considered a steady income. Even if it's not a ton, every little bit helps. But all the money I pass through PayPal, they're keeping track of that. So eventually I could probably, but that's where branching out is going to have to be a thing. So I have put a lot of thought into, making a livable income for myself. Get a firm. I don't know what that is. I'll look into it, though. Let me write it down. What did I do with that notebook I had? Piece of paper. Here. A firm. Through Amazon. Because I don't have a traditional job and I'm not on disability or have any other form of income on a monthly basis. But if a firm is like Klarna, okay. So maybe that might be a possibility because I'm allowed to use Klarna. But I want my computer through Dell. I've had good track record with Dell. And I know what I want, and Elsie keeps telling me to have, Mike build me one. And while I appreciate the thought, Jeremy used to build my computers, and I had nothing but problems when I wanted him to fix something. So I know if I buy it from Dell, I don't have to worry about it for about 5 years. I've had this computer for probably going on 7 to 8 years. And it's not that there's anything specifically wrong with it. It's just outdated to the point where it's not going to be compatible with even going on the internet if I keep it too much longer. Okay, so we got Zeus again, so we're going to keep this. Cyclops, yes, please. Oh, yeah. A few of these will be good. So let's keep these pages. We've got a mountain with a face in it and this guy down here. So, yeah. So whatever Phoenix is, it could be a game that I might like. I have had a Levano in the past. I'm not familiar at all with Mac, and I don't think I want to make the transition. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Okay, that's an interesting picture, so we'll keep... Oh, and then there's that on that side. That's pretty good, too. All right. We'll keep those. And then, come on. So I think I want everything on this page. And some things on that page. Yeah. Ooh, we've hit like the jackpot. Robotic arms? Yes, please. Your laptop word is a 480. I don't even know what mine... Let me see if I can get the specs on mine, you guys. It's the speed of the processor because it's so old. There's nothing wrong with the computer. Was, you know, I think I spent $700, around $700 on it when I got it. And I thought that was a decent price. You know, it's not a $2,000 gaming machine, which is what I'd really like to get, but I can't afford that. So I will get another one around that price range, which will buy me, you know, top end middle range. What did I just do? Okay, so I want to... What is that? Nope. I know there's a thing you could do. All the stuff has, so it says Intel Inside Core i5, if that helps. Anybody know if you know anything? I don't know enough. I just did the thing. I think it was a $7.99-ish because I had something, like I bought something extra. Probably a program I needed at the time. So I've spent up to $1,000 on a computer. I would love to get a $2,000 gaming system, but right now, not a priority. And a regular laptop will play most of the games I want. That's, like I said, I'm not buying it because I want to play the games. I'm buying it because at this point, I know this one's going to die. And I need to be in front of that because if I'm not online, I can't make any money. You know? If it was a car. Yeah, it's I buy the larger screen laptop and I always get a number pad on it because that's what I'm not used to using the numbers at the top. I haven't used them for years. Those are the only specifications that I really have to have. But I do want, you know, I would like to get a terabyte of memory. And I know that's something in terabytes is standard now. But I'll go on and I'll get a middle of the road computer for, you know, between $6 and the most I'd be willing to spend is about $750. And I'll just look at what the options are. But I know my goal is I should save around $750. i7 is luxury. So I know that I can get a decent computer for that price. It's just I need to save for it. I never have that much money at once. And I have to buy in for the business and all of those kinds of things, you know. Not saving the cover on that one. But I figure, you know, you guys support me by buying things. So I like to keep you updated on what I do with your money. I know I like Norman Reedus. Just make fun of me all you want. At least it's an age-appropriate thing. Not even going to apologize for that. Whoops. Oh, yes, I'm not saving that. But yeah, so I don't have some ridiculous goals about. But I would like to get an Echo printer of my own, and get the subscription for the ink. Ooh, that's a good picture right there. That's fan art. Going in a glue book. Ooh. Nice. I do have an external hard drive, but it's not like that. I've had it for a while and it's still in good shape. So, and it's not even anywhere near full. But there's a bunch of stuff. There's some games on here that I need to take off that I don't play anymore. Because they've updated to the point where I can't. And there's a bunch of graphics that I need to put into folders and then move into my external hard drive that would free up some space that would make my computer run a little better. But I need like 4 days of just system maintenance time to really do that. And that doesn't make me any money. So, yes, I'm keeping that picture of Norman Reedus. You saw it. Oh, I bet. Companies are terrible. They used to throw whole bicycles in the compactor when I worked at Target, you know. It's terrible. Because they didn't donate them, which was my thing, was why aren't you donating that stuff? Liability issues is what they said. There's a lot of waste in retail. Ooh, I would kill for a typewriter, I gotta tell you. I have so many ideas for things to add to journals, but it requires a typewriter. I'll get one eventually, though. We'll find one here that works. I like the ones that are far back enough where you could take the wheels out and add in different fonts. I think that's awesome. I had one that I bought off eBay that was in good working condition. The guy, you know, we got on Skype at the time, and he showed it working. You know, he typed on it. And so I bought it, and he sent it. And I watched in horror from my living room as the delivery person stood. There was a wall and then a bar bed on my porch, and he stood at the edge of the wall and chucked that box onto my porch. And that typewriter did not work. But it wasn't the guy who sold it to me's fault. And the insurance didn't pay out on it because I couldn't prove that he chucked it because I didn't have one of those cameras, you know, this. But it wouldn't have mattered because he stood so far back from the porch that he wouldn't have been on the camera. I was so mad. Right? I think you could probably find some of that kind of stuff on eBay, but depending on what it is, it can be quite pricey. Or I'll just buy, a typewriter. A regular type font is fine too. But eventually I'll find something that will work for me. And I'm not in a rush. These are things on my someday list. The things that you keep an eye out for. That's always good before you take something. Make sure you can actually get the parts and stuff for it that you need. Or the power cord or whatever, Because some things work fine, but they don't have the power cord, and you can't buy the power cord anywhere. Ooh, he's a good monster right there. Anything on fire is good. So, yeah. So that's kind of where I'm going. Computer's going to be the next thing. I've already got, I moved the rest of the money that I had left from the scavenger fund, the money that people gave me through coffee, just into my regular bank account, which I don't use that much. And so that's kind of a holding zone for for the computer. It's not a ton, but now there's something in there, and I feel like that's a start, you know. And then I'll put in a little bit from each sale. Oh, that's a good one too. Until I have what I need, and then I'll order it. Yeah, especially if you can't get it to work right? No point in lugging that home and then being like, well, that was a waste of time and effort. That is a guy in clown face sitting at a bus stop. I think it's supposed to be the Joker. I'm good with that. There's a good creepy pic on this side. So I have hopes and dreams, and I like to keep you guys excited because a new computer means probably a better camera, being able to film at a better DPI. I may be able to, with the right additions, do some digital stuff on a new computer. So, because I have a couple ideas for, I would love to make creepy digitals. I got to be honest with you. And I think, I have some ideas in my head. Carla, I love you. You're my kind of people. I have brought some weird shit home on the bus. I almost brought home a mannequin once. But my friend worked with me at that place, and she was like, you can't do that. They're going to put it in the dumpster. Yes, I can. But when I came back, she'd hauled it out and broke it. So I couldn't take it. I really wanted that mannequin. Her arm was kind of fucked up, but you could cover that up, And the stand was in good shape and everything. I was going to take it home in pieces. I was going to take home the torso, then the stand, then the arms and the legs. So I was really bummed about that. And one time we rolled past a garbage can with an articulated skeleton in it. And I tried to get her to help me put it in the trunk. It was her car, admittedly, but she said, no, we'll get it on the way back. And when we came back by, it was gone. Those are two things with her that I lost out on. And one of them, when she deliberately fucked up my chance to get it, I was not happy. We didn't talk for a long time after that. I'm like, you can't decide what's right for my life. I'm willing to take it home on the bus and the boss says it's okay. You don't get to decide I don't need it. We don't even live together, It's the Batman. Ooh, it's 7:15. I don't know what happened to dinner. Alex showed up, so I'm guessing everybody's sitting outside. All right, there's a pair of ribs over here that looks menacing. Oops. I kind of wanted that. Maybe I can still fix it from the, because it's like an elements thing. There's fire, and like the purple reminds me of like psychic kind of stuff. Dang it. Okay. All right. Well, there's nothing I needed right there, but we'll take this image over here. It's like a abandoned office building. All right. So I know there's only like 12 pages left, but let's put a stop to that. Jesus. Well, I'm not like that. I just wanted it for inside my house. Because I could have made a whole mixed media project, an assemblage thing out of the mannequin. Plus, at the time we were selling clothes, high-end clothes, I did that for a little while, and the mannequin would have been helpful for that. but the articulated skeleton, come on, you've met me. I'm still mad about that to this day, you know? Because you're never going to find that just sitting on the side of the road again, ever in my whole life. That was like a once-in-a-lifetime find. And she's like, well, we'll get it on the way back. I knew it wasn't going to be there when we got back. Okay, nothing we need on the back of that. Oh, some people don't know when to quit. See, that's the too far thing that people do. Like, how do you not know there's some people just don't know there's a line? You know, it's okay to be quirky and eccentric, but you can't threaten other people. And some people don't have that too far. They don't know where the too far is. Oh, yeah. But I wouldn't do it if I lived in a neighborhood where I was the only creepy person, I probably would not. Except maybe in my own backyard where I could see it, you know. But if I owned property, oh fuck, I creep the hell out of the whole thing. I totally would. Because it's my property, you know. In a heartbeat. I always save that just because I think that's creepy. I have 3 or 4 of those floating around somewhere. Ooh, adapt and evolve. I think we want that. Yeah. I've always had, well, I say always, but in most of the apartments I've lived in that have had any sort of a backyard, it's been a wall. But you're limited with chain link fence because everybody can see into your yard. And while I enjoy all kinds of weird things, I don't necessarily want to be harassed by my neighbors for being weird. You know? My kids were into Five Nights at Freddy's. Okay. Maybe we might want that. Put that in the big pile. I think I want that. We'll see. We'll see if it sticks. Oh, yeah, definitely. I could totally see that. Or just on a pole in your backyard, you know. But yes, I'm working on my computer next. And then after that, it's a toss-up of do I start saving for my own apartment, wherever that is, or do I just go ahead and get a vehicle so I can have transportation, you know? I haven't owned a car in so long that it's almost intimidating to think about getting one. The future of the past. Okay. Anything with soldiers is good for my Aries collage, but we don't want too much real big stuff. You live in an old I know, right? But that could be creepy all by itself. You make little kids afraid of you. Oh, that's a weird blobby thing. Yeah, we're keeping those. Ooh, zombie soldiers. Yes, please. Yeah. Let's see. I probably want this bottom one. Anything about the din of war. Vehicle first, then a place? Yeah, I'm thinking so too. And that's probably a $3,000 to $5,000 save up, which could take a little time. Unless I manage to grow my business. You know, we talked about plans to grow the business. And I will definitely minimize my personal spending to attain larger goals. Because it's a lot of journal making now. You have, yeah, that's true. I will Google map you. I'll Google stalk you. That's one of Elsa's favorite activities. Google stalking people. I didn't say that out loud. I'm sorry. I never said that. I shouldn't have said that. Now I'm Hagrid. I should not have said that. Like people she knows in real life, you know, who live far away and they talk about their homes and stuff. Just to have, because people can describe what their neighborhood looks like all they want, but sometimes until you've seen it, you can't see it, you know. Kingdom Hearts 3 reach for the stars. Okay, if I cut around that, I can make reach for the stars. That could be a thing. Oh no. Toy Story. Don't do it. You don't need Toy Story stuff. You don't. Oh, but war stuff, Wolfenstein. I am just not a first-person shooter kind of game, but I do owe that collage. And I need to do it. Lego Marvel. Oh, keeping that. It's Venom, right? Is that no? Spawn? I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. Keeping the Lego stuff because I'm a weirdo. No hockey. We're not doing hockey. Okay. I think we might have put Janice to sleep. You live at... Oh, I'm sorry. Well, start putting out dead plants on your porch and... stand around in your sandals looking sternly at people. Before you know it, people will be crossing the street to pass in front of your house. You're going to kick yourself in the butt. There you go. And I'm sure there's some napping, you know, a little bit of napping. Nothing wrong with a little bit of napping. Okay, I want the end is nigh. That's awesome. I'll take this picture. It's vaguely creepy. Ooh, well, we're supposed to be having meatloaf, but I haven't heard anything on the meatloaf front. Must be taking longer to cook than expected. That's a thing. Let's see. That's more than one page for sure. But I don't need anything in there, so. All right, and we'll trim that down, and that's a good war picture. Yeah. I got a great deal on. Ooh, that is a good deal these days. Uh-oh. Well, it's flowers. I did mine super early, and I keep feeling like, oh, I got to do the 12 of 22, and then I remember I already did it. Nice, Carla. I like it. Let's see. That could be a thing. War's not just guns. Let's see. The rise and fall of Telltale Games. Well, that's not creepy at all. All right, we'll take that one. Put that in the big pile, though. Uh-oh. Oh, I hit the chat. That's awesome. That's what you get for pushing buttons on accident. Yeah, there's a Joker pick. Let's see. I don't think I need Iron Man, though. I can't imagine needing Iron Man. Yeah, I get it. Well, if it's not in the cards for you, don't stress about it. But I'm always happy to see what you make. I love your stuff, and I like seeing what people do. I am going to do one of the houses. I just haven't figured out what I want to do, and I think I want to make something small because I'm already doing the haunted creepy bird house, and I want to make the Baba Yaga house. So. Is it wrong that I'm more likely to take the villains than the heroes? Ooh, that's good. That could be a good creepy picture. Paranormal Activity. I think somebody's whipping potatoes. I think I can hear it. Ooh, we'll try that. Definitely take people floating in the air. Let's see. The bottom half is creepier than the top half. You just need to get your butt to Michael's. They went out to Hobby Snobby today, but I didn't. Nobody said anything, and I didn't know they were going until they were out the door. So I missed that. I did. Oh, I got for the witches we're gonna do. For the witches I want to do, I did get the paper clay stuff. That was another thing I spent some money on. The surveys for did she talk about? I'm not subscribed to Kathy. If she talked about where he does the gift card thing at, I'll watch the video. But other than if it doesn't say where he's filling out the surveys at, there's no reason for me to watch the video. But I would do that if you can win Amazon cards for it. You want to build one out of a foam core? Cool. That's a good idea. It's Boba Fett. I don't know why, but I kind of have a thing about Boba Fett. And I haven't seen the Star Wars show about it, so eventually I will. Scavengers, okay. Okay, so to Google online. Okay, I can do that. And it gives them a paying hobby, yeah. Which is always good. I used to do my points, it came to the emails. I'll have to go to their website because I think, or it could be that they're going into my trash. You know, I love Subnautica. That's another game that I played, but I can't play anymore. Love that. Okay, that's a spider thing. I gotta have it. There we go. Bonus mail used to be you just got a certain number of points, like different rewards were, but I was always getting an Amazon card. Because that's how yes. Okay, I'll be done in a few minutes. God, she's still out there bitching. That's not too bad though. 6 weeks for $100. Bonus mail could take me months. But the problem with bonus mail is you could do it like for minimal points if you just read the email and went to the site and stuff. It was yes. She just told me dinner.
Huh?
She just told me dinner.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. I told you I'd come let you know, but I'm going to let you know.
We'll wrap it up. I'm almost done with this magazine,
right.
So
it's all good and hot.
Look at my pile.
I see it's quite the pile.
Well, that's all recycled. This is my keep pile.
Oh.
That's recycled. Keep
okay.
Recycle.
Okay. Have fun.
But you saw the size of the pile of the magazines, right?
Yeah.
Huh.
Hey, as long as there's no more Craftnados going down my street, I'm good with it.
That was unintentional.
It was cool. I wish I had gotten that on video. It was
awesome. Yeah, because it sounds like I can picture it, you know.
It was cool. All
right, I'll be there in a minute. Well, if any, I'm certainly willing to. He's gone, but I'll tell him you said hi. Anything for Amazon, even $5 at a pop, because you can save the gift cards. You don't have to use them. It'll tell you, do you want to use your gift card or do you want to save it? And I could save up the gift cards until I have enough to buy something, you know. Or $5 off a regular order is not bad, you know. But that's definitely because I do shop, you know, for all the new paper things I have to get. I do shop on Amazon for that. If it's the best option, I do research first. And if the prices are comparable. But I do put stuff on my honey wish list. Ooh, there's a creepy Big Ben picture. Looks like it's falling over. So we're going to wrap up with this one, you guys. I'm sorry. So I hope that it's okay that I was gone this week because I did get so much done. Right. But I don't mind, you know, putting in a little time for that. If I can get Amazon rewards and it helps me cut down on my expenses, awesome. All right. So, but I will be back next week on my regular schedule. We're starting on Sunday. I know I have not got a good track record with Sundays, but Sunday, 3 o'clock, I'm there. We're going to do creepy collage. Damn it. But I'm going to work tonight when everybody's, you know, gone to bed to get pictures. And then during the day, I list the stuff and then I'll take more pictures. It should take me through maybe Monday evening to get everything photographed and into the store. I don't photograph everything at once because it gets hard to tell the pictures apart when you have a bunch of different things the same color. So I do them in small batches and then I go back and I take more pictures. So, but I imagine by Monday evening, the bulk of what I have bagged up already should be in the store. We'll get posting, right? So I'm going to eat some meatloaf because it's going to be yummy. And I'm going to put these, I'll finish, you know, we'll probably have a session next week where we cut down some of these images. Because there's some great stuff in here. And I can add some things to your glue books. Glue books, I'm missing the end date of this week, but we're looking at Wednesday next week. I've got the stuff glued to the cover. I just need to do the insides. and then sewing the signatures. And that sounds like a lot, but actually the sewing is not as time consuming as it once was, because now I'm used to doing it. And midnight meatloaf sandwich, yeah. So thank you guys for coming and hanging out. You saw the pile when I originally put it down here. So we did about half that pile. And so, there's lots more good stuff in here for us. So we will be doing another Game Informer session sometime soon. So we're going to wrap this up, and I will see you guys on Sunday if you are available. If you're not, I hope that you have an awesome weekend. Els found those on her mini scavenger with Sandy. All in one store here in town. They were on their way out of town when they found it. So Sunday, if you're here, not yet. I'm sure it's coming soon. Sometimes the books take a little bit longer than other stuff, but I'm excited to see what comes. However you guys are spending your days and nights, I hope it brings you great joy and happiness. Each and every one of you absolutely deserves it. Until I see you in one of my lives or in a box somewhere, I wish you the happiest of crafting. It is one of the great joys in life. Bright blessings and hugs and hisses to you all. And that's bye, 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 bye. And the end. See you on Sunday, 3 o'clock. That's 4, 5, and 6. The end. Yeah, she could totally say it's for Halloween. That's an awesome excuse. And then just forget to take it down.